Eric Mwathe here, November 21st, 2013, with about 5 hours to go before the market close. We're looking at the Dow trading up about 88 points, Nasdaq up about 1%, S&P 500 up about 0.66%. Very nice up day. Let's take a look at the hourly charts here. If we take a look at the S&P 500, we see that on the hourly, we seem to be now defending this line. The green line here seems to be what the market is trying to defend. Also, we are trading above the breakout level. So even on the price action, we seem like the market is constructive right now. Take a look at the MACDs, where I see some momentum moving back to the positive side. As you can see, there seems to be a support somewhere around here on this trend line on the MACDs. We see one of the MACDs has already crossed back above zero here. So momentum is starting to switch to the market wanting to move higher hour to hour. Let's take a look at the airline index hourly. And what we see is a very nice price action on the airline index. On the hourly, you see that if you take the lows here to a straight line, market is bouncing off that line. Very nice. If you take a look at the RSIs, if you draw the lows here on the RSIs, you see that the market is bouncing precisely where it needs to bounce. Also, the possibility of the airline index moving back above 50 here on the hourly RSI could move this thing even higher. Take a look at the airline index from a daily view, or excuse me, from an hourly view on the MACDs. You see that this red line connecting these lows here seems to be holding the market together here, and also this here could be support. So even the MACDs are starting to point higher. We need this to move above zero if this is going to be a true bounce to the upside. Let's take a look at the QQQs on an hourly basis. We see here that slightly different. We are trading below the hourly breakout level there, so trying to come back above that blue line there, but really looks constructive, because if you take a look at the RSI here on the hourly, this is where the rally began, somewhere here, that green area, which is this lows here. So draw a straight line. We've found support previously here, which was this low, and a move to new highs, and we seem to be forming a double bottom here. Hope you can see that, which could push this market higher on an hour to hour basis. MACDs also show that there's sign of this thing wanting to move back higher, with that move above zero, and also support on this MACD line here taking place. And if this crosses over and moves above zero, then this market could still have momentum to the upside on an hourly basis. Let's take a look at the VIX on an hourly chart. And what we see for the VIX here is we have moved above this channel here. So we moved above that channel here. So we seem to be forming this wedge here, which I talked about. But short term, take that off. You'll see that what's going on here is, ever since this break here, which happens to be these highs here, we've been stalling at that precise point on a short-term basis. This is short-term, stalling at these highs. Each time we hit that level, even here, which was this high here, and so you can see over the last couple of hours this week, we hit that level there, and we seem to be cooling off. So the only way the VIX spikes is if it can break out to short-term highs, break out above this level here. Let's call it about 1350. A breakout above that level would also need the RSI on an hourly to break out above that blue line. So we don't see any strength on the VIX right now until it can create momentum above that 1350 level. Right now down 5%, so not looking very strong in terms of trying to show where the market is going down. Over the last couple of days, we've had a market slightly to the downside. Why? Because the VIX was moving above zero here on the MACDs. Now we see them coiling back below zero, and also wanting to coil back below zero. So if this is the case, then this could also signify that the market wants to go higher. Now, unless this can turn around back above zero and this can stay above zero, then the MACDs right now are pointing lower. Even the VIX is telling us the market wants to continue pushing higher hour to hour.